Hi guys, welcome to another reading. Today's reading is going to be messages from the heart. What have you been keeping suppressed? What don't you tell anyone that you want someone to really know? If you feel like no one understands you, well, I do. So let's see. What pile do you feel drawn to? This is your first option. I wish I could turn around the camera so you guys can see my view. Hold up. I don't think I could film that. Okay. Then your second option is third option is the fourth option is look at that right now. And how I'm filming today. You picked out this card. This is for you. took a lot of time shuffling because first of all, the message is really deep. Second of all, because this really is messages from the heart. Some serious stuff is going on with the person that picked this pile. So what you have in your heart is that you want to be as calm as you can be. What do you want to have? What you have in your heart is that, in your mind, is that you're trying to be as calm, as patient as you can be. Trying to get along better with someone. You're trying to remedy a situation with someone. Feel like you're trying to work on your patience. You're trying to be respectful. You're trying to be mindful. Because when it comes, this is like, it's your soul. And it's like matters of the heart. So you have to block off your heart a lot when it comes to this person. Because if you didn't, I feel like maybe like you'd be disrespecting that person or someone else. You have to always like be like, I don't feel nothing. I don't feel nothing. Like I don't know who they are. They don't exist. I don't feel nothing. Sometimes maybe even like F that person. You know? Avoidance. Like you might not be avoiding them, but you have to block off your heart. Pretend like you don't feel nothing. Feel like you have like two road paths when it comes to like matters of the heart. You blind yourself on purpose because maybe that person has two road paths, two decisions, two stuck between maybe themselves, someone else, or you and someone else. Well, you don't want people to know no one understands about you is that like you're also stuck between like a sword and a wall. That's what no one knows about you. You don't want to make a decision because it's not a logical decision that you have to make. It's a hard decision, and it's a hard decision. Temperance. Someone would be getting disrespected. I feel like you try to make yourself as happy as you can be. Seeing that person work makes you happy. You working, I feel like you're living your dream life. You love working. You love making coin. You love watching that person work. I feel like you've seen that person work on themselves. You're constantly like improving yourself as well. And that's how you pass time. Working on yourself. And maybe like seeking out the company of other people. You love to escape. You love to distract yourself. You love to, that's how you cope. That's how you blind yourself by, like going out for drinks with other people, by watching porn, by texting, having entanglements. Because with those people you're disconnected. There's no strings attached, there's no commitment, there's people who are also maybe blocked out of the heart. People who don't see your red flags. Like it's like when it comes to those people, you don't care about the red flags. You just like what you see and you go for it. You like what you see and you go for it. And then with the other person, you feel like you have to respect them. Like you have to stay calm around them. Like maybe sometimes you feel like you have to walk on eggshells because maybe they're constantly like hey, like what's that, like integrity, what are you doing, Are you doing that when like just because I know, or because there's people watching you, because you feel constrained, you know? I feel like this reading is gonna call you out big time. The last card was Judgment, and the overall energy was, what was the overall energy? It was, the overall energy was Judgment, and the last card was Nine of Wands. I'm getting like hella ants poking me. I'm sitting on a tree. I like it. I was thinking of like doing this more often actually. But I don't know. I feel like I should just put down like the sleeves on my pants. They're just walking on me. Only one has bitten me. Yeah. But let's see. Let's keep going. Okay, so with those people, like, your overall energy was Two of Swords. Last card, Judgment. This reading was gonna like, I was gonna read you to a T, that you were gonna feel identified. You don't care, because with them, like, you don't have to try. You don't. Those people don't see through you. Those people don't know you. They don't care that like you're disrespecting someone else. They don't. There's people that would like, you know, belittle themselves to be like, perhaps like your mistress, just to like be in your energy, just to say like, I got him, I got him. You know, you're seeing like you're put on a very high pedestal by the people that don't know you, the people that like, you know, have rose-colored glasses on and ignore everything that they know or hear about you or see about you. People that perhaps people who believe the stuff that you post on social media. Maybe your social media looks very like positive, bright. You always post like the places that you go to, something about your hair. Maybe people love your hair. Maybe people love watching your wand. Maybe people love the place you live. They want to live in the place where you live. Maybe they're after the things that they think you can give to them. There's a lot of illusions when it comes to like the way you perceive, the way you're seen, what they want to see. They you feel like, yeah, I feel like people know stuff about you, but they don't care. It's just I feel like pretty much whatever you post on social media, whatever you say, people fall for it. That's what I'm saying. Or maybe they know that like it's not maybe the truth, but they don't care. I feel like you make people like question. Also, I feel like people have cheated through you as well. A lot of like disrespect has happened around you. And I'm seeing that you know that already. You love working on yourself to distract yourself, and on your money. So like you might be like living with someone, but at the same time you might be like involved with like two other people, or like you live with someone but you're in love with someone else. With Seven of Cups, Three of Cups, it's like you're like having a thing with multiple people that are lived in the same house as that person, people that are part of like that person's. So pretty much if like you have a wife, a husband, you're having like an affair with like people that they know, or if there's a place where you love to go to, you know, like you're having an affair with people that they know. But like at the same time, what you want to get off your chest is that like it's because like I don't feel like you've ever had to be patient in your life. First card, you're probably, I don't think strength patience is exactly like your strongest I feel like patience like for someone, no, not patience for a person. I feel like you're used to like getting who you want always, like right away. You're used to maybe like people like, like glorifying you, putting you on a pedestal, prioritizing you, going after you. And I feel like maybe that person loves working. Maybe they're working just like, working on themselves, working on something for the future. And yeah, feel like you're obsessed with that person. Feel like they make you happy. Like you try to check up on them like every day. Like you always like return home. You return home, but at the same time, like it's like you're like mentally checked out because like your body is somewhere else at the same time. This deck has nudity. I said I was gonna go all out, right? That messages from the soul. You needed someone to understand you. It's just physical. You're used to getting what you want. 7 of Cups, 9 of Cups. But like your mind, your heart, 2 of Swords. Your heart is not in it. You're blocked off. You're a very lustful person. People feel very tempted by you. People have like deceived their partners, betrayed people through you. I feel like people fall in love with you through sex. You have people who are obsessed with you as well. Meanwhile, you're obsessed with someone else. I feel like you admire and you respect that person a lot. There's something that you want to say. I feel like you're obsessed with like that person's like, you see them as pure, you see them as innocent, you see them as non-committal and detached, abundant, enjoying their own company. And I feel like it bothers you that like that they're a free spirit, that maybe they have a couple of admirers, that maybe this person like is innocent. They might seem like aloof, detached, look young, but at the same time you feel like very tempted by this person. You I'm not saying that I hate this phrase, but pretty much this person brings out like your demons. I feel like yeah, like your thoughts can turn like kind of maybe like a little twisted, like you're not going anywhere, like like who's that? But meanwhile, like like you're in devil energy, tarot card, distracting yourself, seeing like the worst, like man, it's never gonna happen either way. Like like if I don't get it from her, then I'll get it from someone else, and at the same time I see you like enjoying your own singlehood to the finest, to like the maximum. Or if you're not single, since there's some sort of disrespect going on, if you're not single, you act single, and I see that like you have like people like having crushes on you. A lot of people admire you, but it's like they know that like that you are single, detached, and or act single and non-committal. So that's why it's just like they just admire you from a distance. And I feel like your pride gets in the way sometimes. You're proud of yourself. I feel like it also you're proud of yourself. You have accomplished a lot. I feel like staying away from someone and also like disrespecting someone and like controlling, like having to like that's what no one knows about you. That's what you want someone to understand about you. The fact that it's like hard to stay away from someone that you want to be with. Strength. You're like like where are you going? Like I'm going off of like symbolism. Meanwhile, those people are like your distractions, and those people, no one's a distraction. They're not. They're not things that you can just come to, like like feed their head with these lies and soothe them, charm them, have them like obsessed with like you, and that they be catching feelings for you. That there's people that see you as temptation, and that like they see you like it's like they know that they have a chance to fall in love with you and to get hurt. That's how you're seen by those people that you've scored, those people that you've been successful at getting. But what no one knows about you what you want someone to understand about you is that like you've had to like actually like work on like your patience. It might not seem like it to others. I'm saying that like you still like feel like triggered sometimes. What no one knows about you is that like you're actually respectful to this person in a sense. Like yeah, you're obsessed and like this person like a person can either bring out like the best in you, cause you to like heal, to look within, or like also like like give you tough love, call you out on your nonsense, not be easy on you, not smother you, but tell you the truth how it is, and also bring out the worst in you. Bring out like animalistic sexual desire, and that's what no one knows about you. But now you do. That's just what happens when you can't get the person that you want, right? When you are perhaps temperance is also like the travel card. Maybe they're at a distance. The fact that like maybe this person has you blocked. That's why as well. They went off on you. You went off on them. What else? And working like on yourself, on your willpower. I feel like each time through this connection, through whatever's going on, your willpower is just like, I feel like you know exactly what you can handle. God is not gonna give you something that He knows you can't handle. I like how the wind is blowing on my hair right now. I'll take it out so it blows more. Like, where do you think you're going? But then it's like, stop. You don't have to stay away from me. Like, come closer. Like, why can't we just get along? Like trying to like bottle in like uh desire, anger, staying away from them, being mad at them, trying to, like control yourself, and at the same time like resisting and staying strong. That's what no one knows about you. That your strength is constantly being tested around this person. Temperance. They helped you work on your patience. The animalistic sexual desire is still there. And that's why you do that to the other people. Coming, I see you that you're most likely married. That what was the card that was before strength? Page of Cups. I see you admiring that person, just still like having like a crush towards them, being like that. I'm like, yeah, I respect them, or like, or feeling sorry in a sense, but having to stay away and like bottling a bunch of things in, and still like having to like comply, be respectful to the person that you're with. Most likely you're doing something. Yeah, most likely you have a social media presence, and no one knows this about you, or maybe because that's how many people are watching you or are keeping tabs on you. You stand out to a lot of people. There's you probably most likely also have like a position of authority at work. feel like you're a very serious person when it comes to work and your home life. What you want for it to be understood about you is that you're a very grateful person. That you tend to be like, you're a traditional person. You usually want something serious. Usually, like, escapism is the way you cope. Escapism is the way you heal. And little do you know though, but like like you're having like people like all these like you have like people like tied to you, obsessed with you. They think that they're in love with you. Maybe they are, depending on like what you do to them, depending on like what you say to them. And that sexual intensity and chemistry will have people stuck in all the wrong connections. You've developed sexual cords with these people. Obsessed, big time, in love with the sex, obsessed. Like, if he's not for me, he can't be for anyone else. Type of vibes. They can't, like, he's not, they're not gonna be together. Hating that person, being, I feel like you're a person that's usually in control of themselves. You are very upcoming. I see you being like very cerebral, logical, planning something very strategically, taking charge of complete control of your life, and most likely like scanning your surroundings, keeping some people at a distance, and deciding to see through people, blocking some people, maybe also going off on someone, most likely a man. Maybe there's someone around you who has something on you. There's a man that's obsessed with your life that has something on you. And I see you, what you need to know. I'm headed towards the end of the reading is that, like, upcoming some stuff is gonna get out about you. And, maybe there's some rumors, some gossip, but with that, expect some quick action. But for you, like, like when people talk, do them and stuff. Oh, ants bit me. Do them and stuff. And I'm too comfortable, huh? I like it though. Okay. And to your life there's gonna be some sort of change around you in your life as soon as you decide to like make some stuff known to some people around you. I feel like it's business related, and I see you having like I see you, because you're gonna begin lower energy, right? Two of Swords, because most likely you're gonna begin like avoiding some people, or like staying just King of Swords mode, logical about everything that you have going on, taking full control of your business. Some people are gonna feel ignored, avoided, ghosted. I see you just like, you pull out a lot of major arcana, making like a major decision to resist some people, avoid some people big time. Some people are gonna try to chase you down. You're gonna have to like, um, resist temptation, and at the same time, I see you like finally focusing on your stability, stay more grounded, more calm. You're the Emperor, so you're already disciplined. I feel like staying more loyal, like really embodying like, not just loyal to your business but to your partner, and focus majorly on your money, being a real provider. You're a provider, but I feel like I see you manipulating someone that's resisting you, trying to like maybe push their boundaries. Regardless, they most likely blocked you or are avoiding you or telling you some stuff. Maybe some sort of honest communication happened. Some sort of stuff came out. Eight of Wands. Some stuff will be found out through like communication. And yeah, I see you maybe like trying to like keep up with appearances, maybe doing moves behind the scenes to like um get that person, to get their attention, to make them to fall for a web, a trap. I feel like it's because you're avoiding making an important decision, because you're focusing maybe like on the wrong things, on the wrong people. And I feel like you're gonna end up breaking someone's heart. And when people find out that like you're, like doing things to like maybe be around that person, that you're that something's not what it seems like, you're gonna break a couple of people's hearts. Someone that's like in love with you, someone around you that's in love with you. And at the same time, you might end up finding out that like um look, there's a lot going on around you. So you're gonna break the heart of someone that you're avoiding. And at the same time, that person that's avoiding you because they have like two road paths to take, to make, or they're focused on like other things or on other people. You might end up finding out that you're putting in the work, putting in your resources, investing your money into for no reason. Yeah, two swords. Someone is like blocked off emotionally. Someone is pretending to not see you. Someone is deciding to be logical about everything that has to do with you. Maybe because like they're trying to, temperance. They're trying to respect you, another person. But you're gonna find out that like maybe like hmm that if there's been like someone that you've been like manipulating, someone that you've been putting in work to like get, you're gonna find out that all that work that you've been putting in has been for no reason. That they're blocked off. That they're that they don't want to see you. That they don't want to feel you out. That their their heart is closed off to you. That yeah, that lower energy. That they're closed off to you. And when that happens, I see you like having to grieve that person, missing them, grieving them, wishing things would have been done differently. I feel like when it comes to this person, you also you do a lot. You do a lot to like get their attention, to like make them mad, to get a reaction out of them. And I feel like it doesn't really get to this person, to the source. They're deciding to like just block it off, to just focus on like redirect their focus elsewhere, to just to be like detached when it comes to you. And because of that, I see you like putting an end to that permanently. I don't know, the way you treat that person, finally like moving away from that person. I see something ending. And you majorly like just stop doing something. I feel like you're a very transformative person. I feel like whenever you meet people, like whether you play them, whether you date them, you treat them good or you do them wrong, whatever impact you have on people's lives, they never come out the same. You can't transform what's around you. Just like you've transformed your life around, you can't transform people. You have transformed your life around, right? You're not who you used to be, right? Ever since you met that person, it came out that you started like needing to like stay calmer, comply a little more, care more about like the kind of energy you're putting out there, the way you treat people, the way you behave when people are watching, when they're not watching. That's yeah. I feel like you're gonna do something differently. You're gonna focus your energy elsewhere. There's something that you've been wanting to do, and I feel like hmm things are looking bright for you, but it's gonna take time. A lot of major arcana, and that's with a lot of cards. It's gonna take time. I see you doing something with your mind. Something your mind. Temperance. Judgment. Eight of Pentacles. You work on yourself a lot, all the time. You're always improving yourself. You're proud about yourself. Things are looking bright for you. No matter what happens, it's your life. I feel like you're meant to be traveling like an independent path. I feel like you work better alone. Like, you yourself have like gotten yourself out of the mud. You yourself have turned things around for yourself. You're in alignment. You're following your North Node. I feel like matters of the heart. It's just meant to, like, sometimes the more your heart breaks, the more it opens. That type of heartbreak, that whatever kind of falling out you have with that person, when you stop looking back, you're gonna be able to focus more on the things that you want, the things for you. And they also like more calm, becoming like more generous towards like the people around you, being loyal to that person. Once again, King and Queen of Pentacles. You like respecting them more, being more kind, staying pure, respecting your body. The energy that you're putting out there, you are gonna embody that energy. Humble, modest. You are gonna become the energy that you put out there. Maybe that person, the ending with that person, maybe that falling out with that person, they're also meant to transform you. You're not the same since you met that person, right? You're never gonna meet someone by accident. They're either like, I've noticed that like in the past, maybe like people were meant to play me, and then later on, eventually I was meant to like play people. Feel like, yeah, you might have played people, but this person is not playing you. But maybe like them respecting themselves is like a way for you to like learn to like respect yourself and others around you. 12 words. Some stuff that you were in denial about, some stuff that you pretend where like everything is okay and it's not. And also like, still pushing, still having like maybe like having like your walls up, being like, man, like I can't trust no one. That person's not trustworthy. They gave up on me. I still want to fight for them. I don't trust no one. I just have myself. I'm all alone. This, it's lonely at the top. Everyone just wants me for the wrong reasons. They just want what I have. And you're just gonna have to block that out. Block those people that do think like that about you. And, to just, not to trauma dump, but maybe sometimes it's like work on your trust issues as well. Yeah, not everyone is like out to get you. And maybe also, however, with King of Swords, you do have to scan your surroundings. There's some people that you have around your life that you genuinely cannot trust in. And also, if you can't trust people, maybe you should evaluate the way you treat people, so like that they can begin to trust you. You picked out this card. This is for you. Listen to the birds. Over here. There's a bird nest up there, I think. I have to go do something. I apologize. So I'm change of scenery now. So I'm seeing that you're a person that's very in charge and control of their emotions. You're a person that's very like stable, like health wise, monetarily. I feel like when you make up your mind about someone, like there's no changing it. No one can change your mind. No one. Only you can change your mind. Not even the person that you want can change your mind. When you want something, you go after it, and you're like, you take charge. I feel like you're loyal by the heart and by the mind. Usually, when you make up your mind about someone, it's usually like you take them seriously. I feel like you want like someone that's as strong as you, someone that's as headstrong as you. What I'm saying right now about the kind of person you want, that's how you are. Someone who's as loyal, as dedicated, can endure a lot. You've been through a lot. You're all the kings combined in one. Passionate, loyal, sensual, like the King of Wands. Territorial, possessive, controlling, stable, secure, reliable, sturdy, practical, devoted, patient, determined, grounded, like the King of Pentacles. You're cerebral, you're logical, can be detached, scanning, turned off, maybe sometimes come off as rude, been through stuff, stalker, studious, watch your surroundings, scanning, ideal, like the King of Swords, like the King of Cups. You can also be emotional, but you have it in control. People know that you've been through stuff. You feel like you've gone through multiple heartbreaks in the past. You yourself have caused a couple of heartbreaks. You are usually, you keep your emotions in check. People know that like you've been through stuff and that you have some sort of wisdom about your life experiences. You control yourself, your business. You feel very connected to a person at the current moment. Someone's most likely with like Cancer placements. I'm seeing that you're a very deep person. You feel very deeply. Feel like people feel very pulled towards your energy, towards you, emotionally, not just your looks, emotionally. Some sort of bond. You have the world inside of you. You've seen a lot. You've traveled a lot. You've experienced many different kinds of people. You've done a lot of things, and also a lot of things have happened to you. People also have done a lot of things to you. Injustices. You yourself have caused some injustices. You try to remedy your wrongs. You try to learn from your mistakes. You do understand that everyone is connected. You're trying to be patient. You're trying to get connected to someone in the astral realm, spiritually and physically. You're trying to be patient. You feel like you're very invested on this person. You don't, yeah, your energy. I feel like you get this kind of attraction, like you get like ideas from that person. You feel like good about yourself again. You begin feeling like attractive, hot, turned on, aroused. You have like a light bulb all of a sudden, mental boner for that person. You just those are also the kind of feelings that you evoke in a person, because that's what you have within. When you have that within, that's what you know, like all of a sudden your energy, like people feel very connected to you as well. It's like people want your sexual energy. Feel like you're a very magnetic person. Yeah, probably a lot of past lives. Feel like people think that you're like automatically your soulmate, but it's just like you can bond with people really easily, and that's why like people most likely tend to fall in love with you through sex, or catch feelings through sex, and you're very attracted to that person. You're invested on the person because you see them like as wife material, as humble, honest, modest, natural beauty, loyal, practical, consistent, reliable, humble, modest. They ground you. They ground you, and you don't want it to go nowhere. The Emperor. You're like, if anyone could have anything to understand about you, is that they don't know you. They just see like someone that like like a successful person, someone that like sometimes they maybe like want in. They want in. They want like some sort of like your success. They want to be connected to you. They wanna, and if they can't be connected to you, that's when maybe they try to get close to the people around you. That's what I'm saying. People approach the people around you because of who you are. Did you know that like people in your life have gotten like approached, people hit them up because they know you, because they think that maybe that way is how they're gonna be able to like get close to you. Not all people. Some It's like, man, like if I can't get them, then I'll get the other person, or maybe like something like that. But you're usually like a very loyal person. Usually, you are. Your heart is loyal. When you're with someone, like it's usually like you know how to write it out. You're more than a provider. You're like the dad and the friend and the caregiver and the security guard and the therapist and the healer and the person that feeds them. And what people don't understand about you is that um you're kind of actually unfulfilled. You feel like maybe you're giving your energy to the wrong person. That you feel unfulfilled. Sometimes you give out your energy for the sake of like, filling in like energy. You're trying to like take like other people's crumbs and you give your energy to like other people, and you try to take that energy that they give to you and put it inside of you to try to make yourself feel comfortable, to try to feel at ease with where you're at, with who you're with. I feel like maybe the person that you're with mainly like gives you things, cooks for you, um, you know, buys you things, tells you things, but to you it's like it's not enough. Your emotions, your body and your stomach are fulfilled, but your emotions, your soul, you feel like I want this. People often see like like 12 cups as like right now it's like you pull out like a lot of archetypes, and this is messages from the soul. This is not just what's happening, what's next. It's just your soul. I'm talking to your soul right now. I don't always do these kind of deep readings. You're a deep person. People want like the soulmate shit, and I feel like that's what like many people want with you. And I feel like you're that kind of person, but you and that person that you're with, you feel like unfulfilled, most likely, like married, but like what's that? Like we have all these things, but like, well, why are we not fulfilled yet? Why? It's because this is missing. The bond. The bond is most likely still there. There's like some sort of like respect, friendship, and understanding. There's an understanding still. You wish that person would feel you more, understand you more, understand you, mirror certain things back to you. You wish they were your mirror. Something about you guys maybe like look alike, or you guys look very like physically good together. Like you guys draw a lot of attention towards yourself. People want your person and people want you. Also that because you're unfulfilled right there, but like you're grateful, you're generous, and you still try to take care of like everything that you have going on. There's a place though where you feel like emotionally fulfilled, happy, fulfilled, good energy. You feel understood. You feel understood. You feel seen. You feel read. You just want to stay there. You just want to keep like diving in like deep. What else? What else is there to find out? What else am I gonna feel? What else am I gonna experience right there? What else can I learn? What other little hidden treasure am I gonna find? What hidden gems right here? What other stuff? What's there? What's in? Are they gonna find out what's in my heart? What's in my mind? You feel very seen right there. And you wish people could see you like that. People just see like a work-oriented person. People only see your looks. They see you wearing you wish people wouldn't just see like that. People wouldn't see you as just, a business person, a person that's in charge and control their emotions, work oriented, a boss. They wish they would see you like a person, you know, a person that like feels very deeply, a soul caring person. But yeah, mainly people see like what you're wearing. I'm seeing what you look like, what you have, and that's what you don't want people to see as well, because you're realizing that like things don't bring you like fulfillment. Like, yeah, they bring you stability. You're in charge of your kids, your family, yourself, your business, but like you're like, I'm not just this person. Like, I don't want to like just be like a work person. Like, I am a work person. Like, I love working hard, I love taking care of business, but I wish people like could see like what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling sometimes. Yeah, I wish people could experience this feeling as well. You like feeling that way. You've been staying really strong as of recently because you feel like your emotions, you have like a lot bottled in. You have a lot bottled in. You're seen as calm, collected, but like this is like your emotions, your stomach, like butterflies. Like, I feel young. This person makes me feel young, alive. They make me, you feel like you're spark for life. You feel recharged. You feel uplifted. You feel more, like even like with more stamina. You get more ideas, like sudden outbursts. That's stuff that's just like energy that's just like bottling up, piling up, waiting to like explode. You know, you just there's like energy that like you're literally storing up for a new project that is like just literally also like, yeah, you just like feel lucky. You feel like good things have started happening to you ever since. Like, more things are gravitated towards you. Like, more people want you ever since. Like, you have more ideas. Like, you're about to like hit the jackpot. You just feel you're like, I wonder what kind of like happiness would this person come with. You want to experience like, I don't know, something like more serious, more enduring, more lasting, more controlled, in the sense where like both people's emotions are in control. And what I'm saying is that like that's how you see that person, like in control, in charge, and some sort of power, and using like the power wisely. I feel like you want to use like your power or authority, your position in life differently as well. It's something that like you're trying to stay like, like you want to press forward. You just want to like take action. You just want to do, motivate, inspire, and lead. But the thing is that like you feel like you pretty much you maybe like you work a lot. You have a strict schedule. That person does. Someone's married. There's like hope still, but trying to do things the right way, the traditional way, you know? And it's like, God is like, literally God. Even spiritual warfare, like there's God involved. Not everyone goes through spiritual warfare. And even like the people that like haven't been successful at, let's say, when like sadly like they're able to like, break up people through like spiritual warfare, or like hurt someone through spiritual warfare, like still, that's being guided. Trust me, God knows how much you can endure. There's no obstacles between you and this person for no reason. There's a reason why the universe is keeping you guys apart. There's a reason for everything. There's no coincidences in life. You're meant to like awaken from this person. There's something that you have to realize within. There's some stuff that's maybe like in your mind, in your heart. Maybe in the past that you used to move differently. Um, People fell for the things you posted, and now it's like, oh yeah, well now you're gonna have to show that you are like the person that you post. And you want to. That's the thing. You want to, and you are. I feel like your soul. Show my view. I'm not always gonna do this. That's why I'm just doing it right now. So you guys know the future places where I'm filming. My hand is shaking. Okay. I want to take some time to recharge my words, my mind. Um, yeah. Sometimes I see that like you feel like the need to step out, to take a risk, and just be like, man, f this. Like, like, I don't care who's staring. I don't care like if I'm disrespectful. I'm gonna do what I'm feeling. I'm just gonna take a risk. I'm just gonna do it. You feel really spontaneous around this person. You feel young. I feel like you've been dressing differently. You're coming. I feel like you're gonna begin to dress differently. There's a certain way that you've been dressing, but you're feeling drawn to dress like a certain way, to dress with different colors. Um, Post something different. Um, do something differently. Take a certain risk to just like be happy. Just do things that make you more content. You like being there. You wish people could understand how happy you are, but that sometimes you can't just do the things that you want to do because it's kind of like it's a vibe of like you feel like maybe you married the wrong person, or like you don't regret like your marriage, but at the same time you why didn't I meet this person before? Where was this person? Why didn't I meet them back then? You like being there. You're happy there. I feel like you consider that like your home. You're and I'm saying that you're not even with this person, and you wish people could understand what it feels like to be like somewhere else physically, but your mind, your heart is somewhere else. You're like you're not like not even like mentally absent. It's kind of the vibe. You know what I'm getting? I have a friend. It's kind of giving like what it feels like. I feel like in a different connotation. But look, I'm gonna give the example of a person who's transgender when they feel like they're born like in the wrong body. But like they're happy dressing a certain way. Like you're happy with your life, but you feel like you're not with the where you're supposed to be at. You love your life. You love the things you have, the things that you've done for yourself. But the person is like the person's missing. The person's not there. So I feel like your life is complete. Yeah, you you want to do the right. You want to do right. You want to right your wrongs. You want to come and see you. Yeah, like deciding to like see someone's colors. Like study them, watch them, stalk them, block a couple of people, go off on someone, something like that. Because, or someone's watching you, yeah. You're being watched by someone while you talk to someone, while you talk to people, when you know what you're doing. Because of maybe like some sort of decision that you made. I feel like you've been acting differently. People, it's an energetic shift. I feel like you appear happy or something, and people notice that you're like, why is he smiling? Or like, people have noticed that like, why are you smiling more? And they might try to throw things at you to be like, like, why is he like so happy? That's just what happens when people don't have happiness. That's the thing. It's all for love at the end of the day. All black magic as well. It's the root of black magic is also love. So lack of love. I'm not wanting someone to be happy because you're not happy. Being envious of someone's happiness, someone's energy. And if I can't have them, no one else can have them. But it's not black magic. It's just Mhm. I feel like upcoming you're going to, if you want to say something, you're going to plan it. That's what I'm saying. Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups. You're going to plan it out because that decision, like, I don't know, you're gonna find out something. Something's gonna be found out about you. some sort of decision. You're also gonna find out that someone has romantic interest towards a person that you're into. Also, perhaps like if that person didn't already know that that maybe like you consider them like your double life. Yeah, Five of Swords. The overall energy is Five of Swords. I feel like there's like a lot of like your combination seems extremely positive, but the overall energy is Five of Swords. There's like a lot of confusion around you. There's a lot of like, there's someone spreading rumors about you. There's some sort of like name slandering. There's I'm saying that something is not what it seems like as well. Someone might saying that like you don't trust that person, or that person doesn't trust you. I feel like a person has their walls up because they just they're focused on like making something grow, something happen for themselves. Pretty much just giving like waiting for the one vibes, or like they're just not jumping into anything. They're not in a rush for like anything really. They're creating something, and at the same time they have walls up as well. Yeah, just like being careful, you know. Letting being careful about who comes in, you know, like keeping people at a distance, and like yeah, like maybe like you know what I'm posting, you know what I'm doing, you know how I feel, but stay right there, you know. Queen of Swords, come to me correctly. I see you. I know things about you. I'm scanning you and not block you type of vibes. And I know this because I embody that kind of energy. So, I'm going to do some researching. Yeah. I see you also like avoiding someone. Maybe someone's trying to like hit you up. Someone's trying to get some stuff off their chest. Maybe that person chose you. It's like someone wants you at the same time. But you feel fulfilled right there. You're not fulfilled. Maybe because that connection is mainly sexual. Or like you were drawn to them physically, or like when the intimacy happened, like you realized that like you still went home and you were unfulfilled, depleted of your energy. You were like, I wasted time. I could have been doing this, and I'm not even happy still. I'm still not happy. It wasn't enough. It wasn't even good. Probably and you're gonna find out some stuff upcoming, some stuff that's gonna like set you free. I think you're gonna block someone, and you're putting an end to a chapter of your life, the way you've been doing things for a while, the way you've been moving, the way you've been treating yourself, thinking, treating people. It's something that was like maybe the way you talk about yourself. Maybe you're hard on yourself. The way you talk to your kids, to your relatives, the way you express your anger. I don't know, it's like also like the way you were seeing a certain situation. Like, I'm seeing that like that connection, maybe like the overall energy. The entire combination is good, but then it's like the things that people say, the things that, man, it's like it's because that person wants her. It's because I'm older. It's because she's older than me. What if she doesn't like younger man, right? And just like you're like going back to like your purest form, like to who you really are. I feel like there's sometimes some things that happen to us that make us like turn like, you know, like harden, toughen, make a hard wall, harden us, make us put up like a mask up front, that like that we don't care, or that like everything is okay. Just really like softening up. I feel like ever since you met that person, something's not the same. You feel happier now. You realize what was missing in your life. You feel like if you just feel happy energetically. And back then, I feel like mm, maybe these people, maybe they had certain things. You had certain things. Maybe they demanded something of you. They wanted you for the wrong reasons. You wanted them for the wrong reasons. And that's like all literally energetic. Page of Cups. You have pure like I don't know. Something about that person makes you want to respect them, respect people more, respect yourself more. Look at the light at the end of the light at the end of the dark tunnel. Just see things for what they are. Like you see people differently. You're more positive. I feel like you've always been a positive person. It's just look at life differently, seeing things that you hadn't seen before, looking at love differently. What you used to know love was, what you knew love was, accepting the love we think we deserve, treating ourselves, belittling ourselves, conforming, and then like knowing like what we want. You know, the I saw this quote back in the day on Instagram, and it said something like, "We all have like three loves. The first love is when you're young, when you were a kid, when you used to think love was innocent love. It was still like your first love. It most likely didn't last. It was innocent love, where you used to know love was. We used to know love was. That's how you're beginning to feel. Then we also have a second love. The second love, in this love, with this love, we get hurt, we get betrayed, or we do the same thing to them. And out of hurting someone else, we hurt ourselves, and we learn through pain. And this love makes you stronger. It hurts you, it breaks you, but with pain, and it makes you stronger, and it makes you like you realize that like you love how deeply you can actually love. And then the third love, with this love, you realize that you're comfortable, that you feel at peace, that you trust, that you feel good, that you trust them, you feel trusted, understood, and lower energy. Some stuff is gonna be found out about you or that person, and pretty much changing your look around, deciding to like keep working, maybe try to get along with someone better, trying to connect with different people, meeting new people, talking, bonding, working, coming together to work on a similar thing, similar project, similar ideas, and setting it in motion. It's just sometimes like we're like maybe Five of Swords, maybe sometimes the overall energy, everything looks good, and then Five of Swords, Ace of Swords, Justice. Maybe sometimes we don't agree. Maybe is the things that we used to know about that person that we gotta drop. I gotta work on that too. Gotta drop the things I know about certain people. That's true. I can resonate with that. And maybe feeling sometimes like something's impossible, or thinking negatively. But that's pretty much just like something mind, subconscious limitations. So we picked out these cards. Here are messages from your soul, messages from the heart. How can you feel more understood and heard? And I like my shirt. Let's see. Makes me miss my mom. My mom made me this. I'm away from home. I hope she's okay. Messages from the soul of the person who picked out this deck. Messages from the soul of the person that picked out this deck. And then... oh, it's gonna be a deep reading as well. Did you guys like deep readings better? I do. Much needed. Feel even like more alive when I'm doing things that like make me happy. Of course, and I just like we just dive in. Really, I'm diving in. Hadn't done that in a while. I'll show you my crystal. I'm seeing that you don't really feel understood. That no one knows you. That like mainly like only like one person knows you. Mainly one person knows you. And what you wish to be understood by yourself, what I can tell you about yourself is that you're a very bold person. You love to take risks. You do sometimes maybe like really spontaneous things, and the thing is that like some of the things that you do have cost you like a lot of conflict in your life. I feel like at the moment, yeah, I'm seeing that like there's like some sort of like tension, some drama in your life. People that are not happy for like the abundance that you're accumulating for yourself. Yourself are also like a very assertive person. You like when you want something, when you want someone, like you fight. Like you just don't back down. You'll block them. You'll cause them problems. You'll do things to like um. You'll probably like even do like you're the kind of person that would do magic on a couple if you found out that they just got together. Like if it's not with they're not happy with you. Like you'll cause them problems. Pretty much. To get them though. To get them. But you would only do that for one person. You wouldn't do that for just anyone. You wouldn't just cock block for anyone pretty much. I feel like there's someone that you recently got. But the thing is that I feel like you went going with that person for the wrong reasons. Or you've gotten in the past someone for the wrong reasons. Maybe for like the things that they can. You want to keep enduring with this person. What people don't understand about you is that in the past you wronged this person many times. This person still doesn't know about other times that you wronged them. They know a lot about you, but like there's still a whole lot more that they don't know about you. a lot of stuff that you still want to take to the grave. That was over energy. And that you feel judged, that like you like things backfired ever since, like, you threw that person under the bus for someone. Like you used that someone else to like maybe hurt that person, to fight with them, to get a reaction out of them. You you regret some of the things that you did to that person. No one knows this about you, because you actually, this person makes you feel insecure. You feel like you are in competition for this person, and at the same time that you're competing with them. They're like, you want to fight for them because they're like your dream come true, but at the same time you want what's theirs, and at the same time you want to combine all of everything that you guys have. You want to keep enduring, and that's because you actually put this person on a pedestal. You see them as like the complete package. You see this woman like as the mom of your kids. You want to have kids with this woman. This man, if you betrayed a man, father of your kids, if he was like really caring. You put them on a pedestal, and because you put them on a pedestal, you felt like you couldn't keep up to their standards. You felt like that person was maybe like constantly keeping you on your toes. Like too much was expected of you. You didn't want to put the work in, and that you regret you miss this person. You've grieved this person multiple times, even though maybe like this ended a long time ago. I don't feel like this person even knows that like you're grieving them or that you still miss them, because some stuff went down for sure. There's like there's regret energy. You made like a decision. Somewhere amongst the lines, you decided to like change your route, change your course, your destiny, to move differently, to you have a guilty conscience. What you wish people could understand about you, what I understand about you, is that you had to learn the hard way, that you went against your own heart for maybe ulterior motives, and because like maybe you felt like that person was gonna look down on you. You didn't want them to know some things about you. You felt like they were gonna judge you, so you felt like maybe the need to lie to them, and maybe like by lying to them you thought that you were gonna get them. And I'm saying that like you've learned from your mistake. I feel like you wouldn't do it to that person again, but I feel like you're a very mysterious person. Probably only one person or yourself know yourself 100% all the way, but only one other person knows this much about you. But you know yourself 100% to a T. You and that person, but no one else. No one else. Not even your family. That's what I'm getting. They feel like they know you. Maybe they've seen you. Maybe you've, but they don't know you. You wanna keep a secret the fact that like, you wanna keep enduring things for that person. I feel like that they still make you happy. You still wanna keep enduring. You wanna reopen a chapter with that person, but at the same time, it's hard for you to like break out of something. Stop repeating a cycle. Stop something with the mind. Maybe the way you see yourself, the way you treat people. You keep a lot of things suppressed. I feel like no one knows what you're going through. You're going through this completely alone. Yeah, no one knows this. Just you and I now, right? Now that I'm reading you. You go through a lot of things on your own. You've had to keep a lot of things to yourself in your mind. When people ask you things, like, you cover them up, you might lie about it, stuff like that, because I'm seeing that like most likely when you were younger, when you were a kid, like someone threw you under the bus, and like from then on, since very early on when you were young, you started keeping things like a secret, like where you were going, what you were doing. You live your life very like discreetly. Yeah, what that person, what, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What you wish people could understand about you, how I understand you now, is that you've gone through a lot of things alone. You don't trust no one, you just trust yourself. And I feel like you enjoy being a mystery. You like to keep people guessing. You like that no one knows you. If people, you feel like if people saw your dark side, that you would scare them away. So you most likely, this is who you are in public, your light side. But, your dark side, like, you keep it suppressed. Yeah, only you know, like, the kind of things that be going through your mind. Some of the things that be going through your mind are, like, extremely, like, beautiful. Happy thoughts, sometimes. But, yeah, you don't want people to see your good side. I once saw this in the show. The girl said to the guy, "Why don't you let people see your good side?" And the guy said back to her, "Because if you show people, then they expect good, and I don't want to have to live to anyone's expectations." Hmm. You're trying to do things differently. You're trying to move differently. The lot of major arcana, the chariot, the high, the judgment, the high priestess, wheel of fortune, the fool, the empress, and death. So like, you definitely have learned through some, gone through some stuff, and sometimes you also cause your own problems. But I'm saying that people tend to underestimate you as well. Whatever you go through, you can always get back up from it. You keep a lot of things bottled in, but like, you know how to like process information. Just that you're not the kind of person that's maybe like talking about your experiences to help other people. But maybe you should. Maybe you are, and that's a new chapter that's opening up for your life, for you. That you're opening up for yourself. You want something different. You wanna, let people see you for who you are. You wanna proceed forward with something that you've been doing, something that makes you happy. Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. You could have success from it. You are. You just, you have to become the main character of your own life. Become obsessed with your life, your body, your looks, what you're doing, becoming the main character of your social media platform, romanticizing your life, focusing on just your world, being the protagonist of your story, your novel, your show, because I feel like you were doing things differently back then. It took like some sort of rewiring of the mind, the world, and now that like you're gonna begin to see what you were doing to keep yourself stagnant, perhaps. I just see you shining differently, and I feel like you want people to know that it hasn't been easy for you, that you just go through a lot of things in silence. You sometimes maybe you act like everything's okay. You don't talk about your feelings. You yeah, you go through a lot of things alone, but that's what makes you stronger. You know that? Maybe because your family members around you aren't happy for you, or like maybe you feel like you can't trust them. Like they're maybe the I feel like maybe okay, so I feel like you have like maybe like a fake friend around you, and you know that already, but maybe you're acting like you don't know that. Stop. Why do you have people around you that you don't even get along with? People that you don't trust. You're adding on to the fact that like you're not feeling safe, you're having trust issues. Yeah, you're adding on to that. And if you freed yourself from that, I feel like people would begin to treat you differently. People would see you on a different light. And also, I feel like there's no stopping you from then on. You're gonna transform the way you move forward, the way you talk, the way you see yourself, the way you treat yourself, the way people see you. And you've been holding yourself back. Like, sometimes you do things, you find out something about someone, and like you go through it alone. It hurts you. You don't show it. And you go through it alone. It hurts you. And then you're like, fuck man, like, this chapter of my life, like, I can't keep doing this. You're seeing that it's not working for you no more. That you've been slowing down like your own growth. That you're repeating cycles. So now that like you're literally like actually ending cycles permanently. And you know, sometimes closing out chapters takes months. For me, it took like years. 3 years literally to close out some chapters permanently. 3 years. So maybe each time that person comes back, they show you like a little good time something. You right away, like you fall for the BS, you eat it up. You know, to feel like that's gonna stop. You're gonna begin to see people by their true colors. You're gonna mainly also like the stuff that you're putting up with, repeating cycles once again. But when sometimes maybe you might also feel like tempted to go back to like your old patterns. Maybe like relive moments with like past flings, relive moments with like past fake friends. You know, like there's no way, like maybe this time they changed. Maybe their journey is different from yours. Maybe they have to go through more stuff. Maybe you guys, it was that soulmate, that fling, that angel for an end for that time, for that moment, because you guys were compatible at that time. And if someone's still stuck in the same mentality, but you're not, they're dragging you down, and you're letting yourself be dragged down. It's you. They're not holding you back. You know, you're the one that has to do the blocking. You're the one that wants better for yourself. Let's normalize blocking. I swear. If you, like, I be blocking all the time. People be like, oh, the disappearing act, this and that, lack of communication skills. You don't need to explain yourself to someone who's wronged you. Simple as that. I don't. Just keep it moving. It's a waste of time, to me. Just like, okay, you wanna treat me like you don't know me, like we don't have history. Bye. I swear, death. Waste. The way you waste and spend your energy. Also that. Yeah, the way you do things, the way you approach life, it's like, I see that you're also beginning to look at love, at the people you've been with completely differently. That you've been repeating a certain cycle, maybe lust. You just stuck around, running around the same hamster wheel with like people that were just depleting you of your energy, resources, time, money, when you could have been, you know, spending time with your family, people who actually cared about you, or going out to nature, going to the gym, doing something that makes your body feel good, eating good, posting your content, working, studying, reading, doing something that like makes you happy. Yeah, that's done. It's about to be done. Closing out chapters takes a while. That's what I see for you though. It is happening. It's been happening already, huh? Slowly but surely, huh? It's gonna be some days when you're gonna feel like still a little tempted. Closing out chapters. When I was closing out chapters, you have no idea. I pulled out like the world for like an entire year. Sometimes like 3 times per month. Sometimes like 3 times per week. That's how often I was scanning myself back then. And then sometimes like like once a month, going for a while, 2 times per month, closing out chapters like. And then it's also when you reopen them, you will constantly be like opening like the world, getting the world. If someone's repeating cycles, the world. Someone's like done with you, the world. It's different for everyone. But you're learning, you're adjusting, you're adapting. Some stuff about the way you looked at relationships as well. I see you being just like, I feel like what I'm understanding about you also is that when you're like really attracted to someone, when you're like in love with someone, you just act. But I feel like you're about to become like more grounded, more stable. Just really like giving like your time to like the people that actually do deserve it, and also receiving that type of energy back, dividing your energy wisely. But the thing is that like, mm-hmm, you don't feel like I'm seeing that like if you have a fling with someone that you're talking to people, if you're vibing with people, that you've just been doing that because you've been like because you want someone else actually, because you pretty much want to treat someone differently. You wanted to see you differently. You want to like dig something back up from the dead, pretty much try to rebirth it, trying to approach someone differently and hoping that like they're willing to resurrect us. I feel like the bond has been like extremely hard. You'll be trying to like maybe with the world and the high priestess. People don't know that you've been like looking for that person inside of them. That you'll be like comparing them perhaps. That maybe you were like approaching them to like get over someone, but that's because that's how deeply you hurt. You're the kind of person that maybe like after every single breakup you have to like seek out other people's company. To try to forget. Uh-huh. And now that I see you just being like more consistent, having like a slower approach, studying more, studying more the people that you're gonna talk to upcoming, watching them before you even approach them, because like I don't know, like if you're like studying something and you're like being like charming for school, trying to put out like your skills out like for work, trying to like just do the best you can in front of the camera, that like I see abundance coming from that. But that if you're just like maybe like flirting with people and stuff, but you're not like maybe teasing them, if you're not like you're just like watching them talking, like vibing out with people, getting along with people, if you don't like invest your energy like that on people, that you're gonna be wasting, like you're not gonna be wasting much energy if you just like watch who you talk to, if you watch who you, because you're careful about who you approach, because money, because you're, like I said, picking up, your life is gonna pick up pace, you're gonna feel more energetic because you do like to work a lot, you do put the hard work in, and the when you put the hard work in, like the universe is gonna like be like, here, the symbolism in this card is completely different. I know it's a unique deck, that's why I got it. I wanted to work with like more animal symbolism, different colors, different cards. We weren't doing that for other cards. This is because of how much action you put, and you're gonna be dividing. I'm saying that it's been a long time coming, a while coming, because you've been maybe like texting with a lot of people, because maybe you've been like juggling like 2 jobs, maybe just investing while working on something else at the same time. Well, you have work and you have school, you have work and then like that little side hustle. Yeah. So then the universe is like, here, you've been sharing like your energy, you've been making people smile, you've been working, and you've been like kind to like your family members, here. And I see you kind of like wanting to like make like a serious gesture towards someone that you want to impress, and sharing your generosity and feeling grateful towards someone that makes you really happy, someone that you see very often. I'm seeing that you like to check up on that person, Page of Swords. You probably read cards about that person often. You probably watch that person's social media very often, or like watch card readings on them. But I see you admiring and really respecting someone, perhaps even wanting to apologize because you're beginning to see this person on a different light. You wanna remedy something from the past because you're not over them. you still want, like, you still feel for them, but I feel like no one knows, it's only you. Yeah, you probably didn't even want that person to know. You probably don't want them to know that all this is going on behind the scenes, that you've been dropping people, that um mhm, that you want that person to find out something about you upcoming, and I'm seeing that they are. That divine timing, some stuff is gonna be found out upcoming. That you've actually been like making changes behind the scenes. That slowly but surely you're gonna close out a certain chapter in your life, and that if that person would let you want to be back into their life. But like I'm seeing that you're deciding to make moves in silence. Yeah, you feel too deeply. It's the memories, it's certain events. A person used to do something for you. At the same time, you're still able to, like, maybe perhaps go to the same school with them. Maybe what else? You guys are in the same environment. You guys are still connected somehow because of that. You picked out this deck. This messages from your soul. I wanted to do a reading in Spanish, but like, I just need a walk right now. It's so sunny. I don't know. I feel like it made me sleepy or something. So I'm saying that things are changing for you. Some stuff is moving around. I'm saying that you're a very picky person when it comes to like relationships, to connections, to relationships, partnerships. Cerebral. You have like a logical approach to your relationships. You've been single because you haven't been fulfilled with whoever has like approached you, or try to like maybe make themselves known. You're like, but you're not making yourself known. But that's not what I want. But maybe there's other things I should focus on. Maybe I should Do things differently. And because you're doing things differently, I'm saying that every time your life changes, that it's somehow like you get the ball rolling. It's literally some people have to like look within. Um, you have some sort of sense of justice about you. You check people. What people don't understand about you that you wish people understood about you is that you like to talk about the truth. You like to be an honest person. You judge people like by their character, their morals, things that they're doing. Especially when they're living right, like in a certain way, and they want to approach you romantically. That like, yeah, you might like have feelings for me. You might, like see me as the one. You might want to be with me, but what if we don't want the same things? What if life, it's a missed opportunity? What if life already gave us our chance? What if I want different things now? What if I want proof? What if I need actions, receipts, facts, the truth? That's what you wish people could understand about you. That it's not just about like physical touch. It's not just about sex. It's not just about the things that you could do together. That it's about like respecting each other. That it's about getting along. That it's about the way they treat themselves. I feel like you won't be with someone if they don't respect themselves. If they lie. If like trust means a lot to you. You're an intuitive person. You tend to get what you want. Who you want. Maybe not always, with Four of Cups being the last card. But you wish that maybe people wouldn't like glorify you or sexualize you or want to be with you for like, because maybe you've been single for a long time, celibate, abstinent, because they're just want to be with you sexually before someone else beats into it. It's about, but like, do you respect people? Do you respect me? Can you respect my body? Yeah, I know you can please me, but do you respect my body? Have you respected like the people around me? How do you get along with others? Are you gonna go sleep with my enemy? Sleep with my sister? You're a fact checker. You go off of like the facts. I feel like you can forgive, but you're also like logical. You don't ignore the red flags. And you study people, you study your romantic interests. You feel them out, you scan them, you can see through the lies, through the BS. You feel like, yeah, you forgive, like you're compassionate towards people. But it's also like life already gave us a chance. Like, we already had your chance, you already had your chance, and you're like, you messed it up. And like, now life is like, bringing other people towards me, or maybe I'm doing something different now. Maybe I live in a different place now. Maybe, wow, this literally looks like my view as well. Maybe we're not in alignment. Maybe there's some stuff that has to happen before you get in a relationship, right? When it comes to work, I'm seeing that you have to recharge often. Pick up up, pick up on a lot of people's energies. Maybe you have to work with a lot of people. Maybe you constantly have people staring at you. I feel like people like to watch you when you're sleeping, or like when you feel like no one's staring. Yeah, they're still staring. I feel like this is my shaman tarot deck. You're most likely doing something spiritual. Most likely guiding people. I'm strongly feeling resonating with this energy. I'm not gonna lie. This probably gonna be for other people who are going through the same thing as me. And you pick up on that. So that's why you constantly have to recharge. Maybe like in your sleep, also like maybe sleeping is the only time you get rest, but maybe sometimes you still get nightmares. Maybe you're showering and you're still being stared at. Like, I feel like you gotta cleanse yourself more often. When was the last time you cleansed yourself? I feel like you have something stuck to you. Maybe that's why you feel a little burdened, a little tired recently. Whenever this happens to you, now you know. You have something stuck to you. Also that there's way more people watching than you think. I feel like you don't have a clue. You don't know the number. You feel like you have a good estimate, but I don't think you exactly know. What you wish people could understand about you is that you're just trying to like figure out what's best for you as well. It's just feel like you're a great person, and when you're like it's not time for something yet. There's a time for everything. There's a time for love. There's a time when there's just time to work. Something's just not the time for something. The wind, the breeze, love. Okay, that sounds really, really nice. I gotta keep talking now, like thousands. And yeah, this reading won't resonate with you unless like you're doing something and you feel like then like sometimes people just like they see you doing good, all of a sudden like like they're like, man, like I'm gonna lose them this time permanently, and all of a sudden they want to get their act right. It's just your soul. Your soul is calling for more. Your soul wants more, and we're not talking about like things. We're talking about like spiritual enrichment. You know? When was the last time you meditated? Crystal. This goes for me literally as well. I haven't meditated in a while. I just try to go out to nature as much as I can. You have peace wherever you are. Yeah, you like to fact check, but I feel like you're at peace with everything that's going on, regardless what you know. You're okay with everything that's going on. Queen of Swords, you know, but you're still at peace. Like there's a lot going on around you, whether at home, school, work. Energetically. Go to nature more often. You know, in the first part of my video, I recorded myself literally sitting on top of a tree. I love the symbolism in this deck. You guys have no idea how long I've been trying to do that for. And it actually finally happened. A lot of energies around you. I feel like the universe is isolating you. I feel like you already know that though. You're a person that, like, I feel you feel your soul when you feel called to someone, like, you understand that. I feel like you're meant to be guiding many people during this lifetime. Emotionally, financially, and mentally, physically, energetically. You're getting what you put out there, so be very mindful of the energy that you're putting out right now. More than ever, faster than ever. I feel like things are just like changing, like faster. Everything that's happening to you is happening for you, even the negative stuff. That applies to everyone. Cause I feel like people have seen you cry, or there's a need for you to be like more vulnerable, even more vulnerable. There's something that you're not talking about, that just, you're old. Doesn't matter your age, you're old. Maybe God gave you like this young look, put all the experiences necessary, the youth, so like that you can live many years to come by and just keep putting it out there. I love this card. The Shaman Tarot by Low. Distributed by Low. Okay. Take long showers. You need to cleanse yourself. Four of Swords, the Hierophant. You most likely get information through your water. When you drink your water, when you're in the shower. Everything that you're saying right now is really making an impact. Really treat people the way you treat yourself. And if you're treating others better than you treat yourself, you gotta turn it around. Pour it back onto you. Or like give. Yeah. Like the best love is like not, it's like, honestly, it's like selfish, but it's not selfish. It's not, but that's what people think. And maybe because they're hanging out with all these people, but like then they're tired at the end of the day and they're moody. Imagine hanging out with people that get you in a bad mood. The universe literally has isolated you on purpose, I swear. And if you weren't isolated, you probably wouldn't be able to get out some of the things that you're talking about. To be doing, juggling everything that you're juggling. Guys, I'm gonna tell you guys some stuff right now. Where I'm at right now. I'm doing school/work, okay? I'm not home. I'm juggling a lot, and I know that if everything wasn't so close, if the park wasn't by school, I wouldn't be juggling everything that I'm juggling. Look, nature and like still filming. I'm getting nature and still filming. If I wasn't, I'm isolated and I'm still doing a bunch of things and working school and still nature. I'm still taking care of myself. I'm still guiding. I'm still handling business. The universe literally isolated me in the perfect place. I'm in the perfect place. At the right time. All this needed to get out. And I know that the people that found me at the right time. At home, maybe I had too much hovering. I had too much in-person stalkers. When you have a healing energy, just people from your past, they'll constantly want your compassion. Constantly. But that's the thing about unconditional love. Like, you're meant to be teaching, talking about love, inspiring people to like forgive, to talk about their loves, their emotions, to go after what they want, to release some tension, to learn from their experiences, love their age, their looks, respect animals. You love animals. Get this deck because I love it. Why? When it, that's funny. Before I came here, I wouldn't use this deck. I've only used it like once. I've only used it once on TikTok, and then I was like, I have to use it more often. It was a very deep, serious reading, and now look, I'm Modern Nature, Shaman Tarot. And I once saw a quote and it says something like, "Don't tell people you're a shaman." And I was like, okay, I'm not. For like many years, I kept it to myself. And yes, I am. I am. I know who I am. And I was keeping it to myself. Yeah. All this is inside of me. But now you guys know. That's why the universe has isolated me. That's why God is isolating you as well. You have something serious to do. And all the juggling you're doing, with that much happiness, prosperity, peace, abundance comes a lot of obstacles, drama, chaos, turbulence, distractions, obstacles, conflict, battle, war magic. But you're a vessel. Look at everything that's coming from out of him and around him. It's because you can handle it. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. You can endure a lot. I mean, just look at everything that you've been through. And this turtle, when I saw this turtle and the man sitting on top of it, I was like, endurance. The bull, endurance. Resistance. Resisting. Control. Grounded. Age. The strong shell, it's so heavy. He's sitting on it. He likes it. He knows the strength of the tortoise, that's why. He knows that he can handle it, even though his shell is fucking heavy. He knows he can handle it. God knows how much he can handle. That's one of my favorite phrases of all time. And that goes out to everyone. That just like, let's say if it's not like resonating for you, but like, that's to everyone. That when you have a crush on a person, you have to feel them out first. You have to feel them out. Like, your love life is protected. That I feel like people are in love with your words, your energy, your healing energy. People heal through you. People heal through like your compassion. They're like, no one else has been kind to me like this. No one else has forgiven me like this. It's just her. And sometimes people are oftentimes, like, why her? Why Crystal? I knew Crystal in like elementary and school. Why her now? I did the inner work. That's all. I looked at my mind. I checked myself. I'm constantly checking myself. Actually, there's no such thing as spiritual perfection. I'm a Pisces. When I fuck up, like, no one can be hard on me the way I'm hard on myself. No one. I don't care if like people are projecting. I know that they're healing through me. But when I mess up, like, man, I beat myself up like, damn. With Virgo placements, no one can beat me up the way I beat up myself. And I have to check myself. I'm being guided as well. And I know when I'm supposed to check myself, when I'm supposed to go through it, when I'm supposed to like be kicked down and trip and fall and learn from like my clumsiness or my mistakes. And just if I could say to the people that are in alignment with my reading, is just never give up on yourself and always be proud of like every accomplishment, even the small ones. It's hard, huh? But God knows how much you can handle, I swear. And each time the tests are just gonna teach you about your endurance, and you're gonna show people, that like they how much they can endure as well. And by now it might even seem like it looks easy, like it's just luck. No, you just have to put the work in and be grateful and connect with your ancestors and loved ones. You have to develop your connection with them. Talk to them through tarot, message from your ancestors readings on YouTube. Ask the universe, ask God for like a sign. I want a sign. Back then in Spanish I would say like, abuelita, que necesito saber esta persona. Porque les tengo miedo. Porque les tengo tanto miedo. Porque no confío en ellos. Porque les tengo tanto miedo. Estoy protegida, pero todavía les tengo miedo. In English that means grandma. I want an answer. Why am I so scared of this person? Why is this person away? Why am I spiritually protected from this person, but why am I still so terrified of them? Why? The answers will come through. Trust me, you will find out. You just have to ask the universe. And a very wise shaman once told me, el camino hacia la gloria es el perdón. The path to glory is forgiveness. To others and to yourself. And at what point do you stop like torturing yourself, and grieving and stuff? Yesterday night I let go of something that like I was like beating myself up for. Like it just, at a certain point you have to lock it away too and stop. And accept. I think forgiving yourself is harder, I'm not gonna lie. Forgiving yourself is harder. Forgiving yourself is harder. I know that like I had an ex who like he put me through it back in the day. When I was guiding him, I would feel like his pain. He put me through a lot of stuff. We forgive each other now, but I would feel his pain. And I hope he's okay now. Because I know that like he had to give me during the breakup and then accept the fact that like, we couldn't get back together because life already gave us our chance, and the fact that like what he had done, he was like, man, I can't believe I did that to Crystal. He had to forgive himself. I would feel his energy once like I was reading for him. He put out, like the Hermit, Judgment, Five of Cups, Six of Swords, the Hangman, Justice, Death, and I was like, fuck, man, fuck, he's going through it, like no wonder I've been thinking about him a lot lately. He's literally going through it. Or like all these closure, grieving cards, and yeah, and reminiscing the past and like grieving and stuff. I swear he was going through it. Fuck. And well, what did I say earlier? Five of Cups, that I had to talk more, but more deep stuff, right? No, I'm not gonna start crying on camera, but I once saw that really brave guy. If it happens, it happens. Like literally happens right now. But I once saw a really brave guy, a really brave gentleman on TikTok, just like saying stuff, something like, if you were to make fun of my vulnerability, it's because you're fronting, it's because you're not happy, because you're going through it in silence. And he was so right. I was like, man, I admire this guy. He's crying in front of the camera. I'm like, I feel like if I were to do that, I would have to live far away from home. I said something like that. But I was like, that's because I'd be going through it alone. I was, I would cry in front of my mom, my family, my sisters. I would even sometimes cry like, there was a time when like I had to be outside of my house, for a while, and I would be crying like in public places, and I stopped caring. Like I would be crying like in the streets and shit, like literally. The universe like humbles you when you pretend like everything's okay. They make you like get humiliated in public, or go through it in public, or like they just get you where it hurts. Not the universe, but like in order to like to test like how much you can actually handle, and the fact that it's normal to cry and to not bottle things in. That's what happens when you pretend everything is okay. Yup. And yeah, when you have a crush on the person, you like to stalk them, you like to with cards on them, you feel really happy. You just crushing on a person, it makes you feel happy. You get off of like the emotions, the feelings, the bond. Yeah, even like I feel like usually you do tend to get who you want, and I feel like you'd be happy to know that like if you have a crush on someone right now, that they also have a crush on you. That look, I feel like you're this kind of girlfriend, like you like to, this kind of boyfriend. You like to like physically heal your person. You like to like smother them. You guys connect through things that like you can't connect. Okay, like a fling and a relationship is different, huh? So like the things that you do for like a lover are just like completely like healing. You like to heal your person physically. Have you ever put stones on a person? I haven't. Maybe I will one day. Right? Two of Cups. But right here is called Two of Stones in the Shaman Tarot. Wow, there's a bird right there. Talk about deepness. You guys maybe heal each other through sex. You get them talking about their traumas. You're meant to heal people. I feel like some of the people that you're guiding like the most are the people with like the most serious wounds. People who have really like felt like abandoned in their life. That's some of the people that are healing the most through you. Did you know that? People who perhaps like have issues with their dad. People who have had issues with their mom. Who had past really toxic relationships. Just like domestic violence perhaps. Relationships where they was just lost. I really want the card to show, that's why. Okay. Oh. And I feel like you want something soulful, something just enriching. It's more than like, it's not just the attraction. It's a bond. When it happens, you have to know that like it's gonna be like something mental and energetic. It'll be your mental and emotional match. Feel like it'll be a person who's in alignment with you. They'll be where you're at mentally. That's how you know. They'll be where you're at mentally and emotionally and spiritually. Socially, Hierophant. Something about being watched. And that, yeah. That there's people from your past who like feel left out from you, who want like your energy. But that, you don't mind working with like other people, or you don't mind having other people watch you work because you guys are all there for like common interests. That you're supposed to like help make people's days, help people get along better, help people get along better with like their family, their relatives, their lovers. But you like making peace with certain people, where like people think it's like no way, never would I ever get along with them again. You're like you can't still like address them and keep the peace. People are feeling like really seduced and tempted by you right now. A lot of just like strong, many like attracted to you, like many just are after like your sexual energy. When was the last time you were with someone, Depending on that, I feel like maybe you're also the kind of person that can take like use like your looks to your advantage. Maybe in the past you did. But now you know that, like, you know how to, like, assert leadership and respect yourself at the same time. And that's what is, like, unconventional and seems like forbidden about you. Because of your beliefs, people respect you even more. Did you know that? And that's why they want to learn more from you. I want to say, talk more about love spells. Talk more about experiences when, like, people did love spells on you. When educate people, like, how to do, like, sex magic to manifest money. I'm not saying money right here, but, like, Queen of Wands, Hierophant. So I guess, like, to try to stay away from, like, dark stuff. That's how you break the cycle, by the way. Don't do dark magic, black magic entities. Even though people are still gonna throw shit your way, you just, keep, like, make a post about it, make a reading about it, inspire people, teach people how to cleanse themselves through that. Be like, look how I'm dealing with it. You can deal with it like that too. Your personality is like, because of your personality and the way you treat yourself, it's just like, if you feel like you're flashing, like, you're still respecting yourself straight up, people still respect you. If you were concerned, maybe, like, because you still, depending on how often you're washed, if you're like, man, like, I don't want to be disrespected, I don't want people to, like, think this and that of me, that maybe, like, I don't know, that I don't respect myself because I have to be seen during certain times when, like, I'm sleeping, because I'm being watched when I'm sleeping. Yes, I am. If you resonate with this reading, you'll know that you are too. Don't worry about it. Like, you're still, people know that you are who you say you are. Without you also, like, having to say certain things, people know you're highly respected and admired, and expect to attract more success. Your success. You accomplish many things and expect to keep winning. And also because you want to see other people win, because you can clap for other people as well. I wanted to, like, not be blurry, that's why. The sun is behind the line. I feel like you're being watched by way more people than you realize. Just keep getting your message across. You're still not putting it all to the table, are you? Queen of Swords, you're measuring sometimes, like, when should I say this? Should I say this right now? Just say it. Power of speech. Fact checker. Keep at it. Upcoming, maybe, okay, I'm seeing there's a lot of people that feel tempted by you. There's maybe, some sort of temptation going on around you. That, of course, keep deciphering over energy. Queen of Swords, keep scanning, keep deciphering, study, and see things for what they are. And you can't lay it all out. You can't lay it all out on the table all at once. You have to protect yourself. If you're protective, sometimes you have to create confusion. So, yeah, I create confusion many times on purpose. Because then people jump to conclusions, and then, just like, if you confuse them, they're like, Yeah, just trust me. It's a way to protect yourself. Create confusion. Make it seem like something that's not, or make it seem like something that the complete opposite, or make it seem like you have to create confusion sometimes. It's part of your guiding if you haven't noticed. Sometimes when I'm reading for someone, no, I don't create confusion when I'm reading for someone. Man, I have to keep protecting myself like this. That's the thing. I see you having multiple ideas upcoming, and that you get a lot of your inspiration from like when you're crushing on someone. You just like pop off with something new, do new music. Yeah, I see like maybe the energy of like someone from like the past, someone who was like maybe constantly like resented towards you or like torturing you with pain, like you picking up on multiple energies from people from your past that you gotta keep resisting. Feel like they're missing you. Or maybe are you being astrally spied on, perhaps? But I feel like right now you gotta remain like very wise still. I read for someone earlier and it said for them to not be logical about their emotions. I feel like where the chapter you are, where you're at in your life, you have to actually be like feel, but be logical about your situation. I feel like there's many people from your past who maybe in the past you blocked, dated and then broke up with, or they broke up with you, and like I feel like you have to stay open though. The right energy. Stay open, like, you know, memories or memories can be cherished, but sometimes some things won't repeat through your swords, through your arrows. Sometimes a feeling that a person gave to you that you can only experience it once, and then no one else can ever give you that feeling. But it doesn't mean that like you have to go into relationships comparing like, you know, the new person to the old person, you know. I'm saying that there's like a lot of comparing. Or trying to like relive certain events, certain memories, certain take people to the same places that you guys used to go to, remake certain stuff. Someone in specific, maybe they try to take someone to like the places that you used to go to, or the places that you guys used to go together, to like try to make it feel like they're going there with you or something like that. Someone in specific like feels like by being close to like certain people that you knew, that they feel closer to you. Yeah, they try to get close to people that you know to try to feel closer to you. What would it have felt to like get to date you, or to like go with you to a certain place, and you just be logical? Honestly, was like the way you deal with certain people. Keep scanning. Keep speaking your truth. And fact checker, you have to never get comfortable. Straight up. Like, yeah, your spirit team, spirit guides, God is protecting you, but yourself, they're not gonna be doing everything, you know. her back is bare, it's exposed. There's all these things going on around her. Never gets comfortable, nor complacent, but at the same time, feel it out, test it out, feel it. What does that feel like? Have you felt something like that before? You're just in check, that's the thing. When it comes to love, you cannot be logical or rational about it. You just feel it.